Good morning, everyone. Today is the day. As you can see, it is dark out, aka it is super early. It is 5:23 a.m. and it's the Pike Derby day. So I'm gonna get a head start and get to my spot. The Derby does start at 7, so I'm not gonna drop my line till 7. It's still gonna take me a while to get there, so I might actually be a little late. Plus, I need to get to the spot before somebody else does. Plus, parking is going to be very minimal. So, yeah, guys, we're going to cut this real short and sweet. And going to hit up good old Timmy's and then get on the lake. Peace. Good morning. Can I have a large iced coffee, please?
A large iced coffee, sure. Anything else to go with that?
Nope, that's everything.
Thanks, coming up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're gonna get some bit of a storm today, guys. So it's gonna be a rough one, I think. It's not gonna be a fun way getting out there. Now, my spot is close to shore, so I'm not too much worried, but I am running late, like super late now. It is 6:25, so hopefully we can find some parking. We're supposed to get 10 to 30 centimeters today, so it's gonna be a fun walk out of the lake at the end of the day. But you know what, maybe it'll be worth it and we'll catch a big old pike. I'm not gonna be on the camera probably until I'm in my tent, because I really just want to get out there and get set up and have my line out on the water at exactly 7 o'clock, and I will show you that my line will be out there at 7 o'clock sharp. If not, I'll probably will be late, because trying to find parking at this spot, if there's no parking, is going to be hard. So hopefully we find some parking, guys. What's going on, guys? We are officially set up. It is exactly 7:50. I'm a little late because it took me a while to get out here. I literally started drilling holes, looking for fish, looking for the weed line. So I finally found it, and I did mark a couple fish already. So let me show you the setup. There we go. Ooh, and there's already a mark. Perfect. That's my setup, guys. I went real light. Usually I have a hell of a lot more stuff, but I had to walk out this time, guys, so I kept it nice and light. Kept it pretty simple. Heater, minnows, got my jigs and whatnot. So yeah, guys, let's get on these fish. Hopefully we catch a pike and win this derby. You never know, right? I'm very new to this. Like, I've only fished this like 2 times, so yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, as you can see, we're nice and toasty. We're ready. I got my dead stick down, and look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. Got a mark down there already. A couple, looks like 2 of them. Yeah, so I got the a dead stick with me. Usually I just do 1 line. I like to jig, but I gotta double my chances because this is a derby. So yeah, guys, let's get fishing. Well, guys, as you can see, no fish was caught today. I'm actually starting to pack up because weigh-in is at 4 o'clock, and I want to hit some spots on the way back in. Maybe I can catch my luck, you know, the last few seconds before I have to head back. Yeah, it was a difficult tournament, well, derby as they called it. It was actually pretty difficult. The fish, they were there, they just weren't committing. So the only thing I can say is next year I'll try, and we'll try a different spot. But even then, I was on a good spot. Like, the weed line's like a foot to 2 feet that way. I was in probably the most perfect spot, and just wasn't my day. My first derby I've entered in with Crowe Lake, so pretty much just gotta do more scouting and find a better spot. We're gonna try on the way in, guys. We're gonna try a few more spots on the way in, and if I catch some, then awesome. If I don't, then it is what it is. All right, let's pack her up and get going. Well, guys, that's it. Unfortunately, we didn't catch any pike today, so that means there's no really point of me going into the weigh-in. I mean, I could go there just to see, you know, what was caught, but it's pretty much 4 o'clock now, and you have to be there by 4 o'clock to get the weigh-in. and this place is about 20 minutes, so I'm assuming I'm probably gonna miss all the action, miss everything. So you know, I'm not disappointed, guys, because it's the simple fact I don't know this lake. This is not my home lake. This is not a lake that I go to all the time. This is literally my second time in 2 weeks being at this lake. The first day I came out was last weekend, and I scouted it, found my spots that I want to fish, and fortunately I did catch a little pike that day. It wasn't something that it wasn't the size I wanted, but it was a pike, so it did show me that pike do roam in that area. And I actually found a better spot today. It was actually a lot closer in to shore than it was where I was last week, so it was definitely a bonus. They were in there, they just weren't biting. They were being fussy. They just didn't want it. They didn't want the juice, guys. I was throwing everything at them. I was throwing crankbaits, I was doing tubes, jigs, the Swedish pimple. I was just literally, guys, I was throwing even like curly tail jigs. I was so desperate to catch that fish. I was throwing stuff that I normally wouldn't even drop down in that hole. But you know, even the dead stick didn't even get a perch. Nothing. They were just kind of like coming up, looking at it, going away. I did talk to a few guys that were around the area I was in, and they said the same thing. It was a really tough day. The only thing they really caught was a rock bass. No pike from where we were really caught. Unless they caught it and they didn't really want to say it because they didn't want to burn their spot, which is, I totally understand that. But where I was, guys, there was nothing. I'm quite proud of myself because after my injury, it is really hard for me to get out there, and of course I had to take lots of breaks. Like I left at, I think it was like 2:30. I was one football field out. It took me pretty much an hour and a half to get back. But besides that fact, I went out, I did it, proud of myself. There's gonna be a lot more derbies I'm going to participate in. I'm gonna find out when the next derby is, and I'm gonna do it. Next year, gonna get my my machines fixed, so I'll be able to actually get out there and explore more. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I appreciate everybody who's been commenting, who's been liking the videos, who, you know, just supporting. I did have a couple people on my last video ask me where I've been. Short story, guys, I had to take the couple years off. I wasn't really able to get out there. I just couldn't, guys, and it's hard to explain. There's a lot going on with my foot situation. It is starting to get better, not by much, but I'm forcing myself to get out there so I can make that content for you guys, because that's exactly, I love doing YouTube. I love doing video editing. I love going fishing. This is a hobby of mine that I love doing. So don't think that this is the end, guys, because there's gonna be a lot more videos to come. I promise you guys, there's gonna be lots of videos. Where I live now, I'm in Fisherman's Paradise. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. So today I'm actually back at that lake where I think it was the last 3 videos before, or the second video before this one. I was catching some good pike, but they were coming off at the hole, or you know, they were popping off. So I thought I'd give this place another shot. Sorry I didn't do a proper introduction because today I only have a limited time. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get out here, set the camera up, set all my gear up, then we'll get into the video. So I'm just gonna drop a couple lines. I got a dead stick line, and I'm rocking the Dinner Bell Gold. Dinner Bell is the medium size, it's not the big one. I'm not sure on the ounce on that one. Once we're situated and we have a fish, we'll be back to the camera. Oh yeah, guys, we're on. Oh yeah, guys, we are on the pike. It's gotta be a pike. Ooh, and you're a big boy. Whew. Hell yeah, guys. Look at that. Oh. So do you. Oh my god. Hell yeah, guys. Look at that. It's not a massive pike, but it's a pike. That is. Okay, come on, I know. There we go, guys. Whoo! Had to give him a little bit of water there. But first pike. Let's get him back. Nice release. See you later, buddy. Whew. Whew. There we go, guys. There's pike number 1. God, that was a pretty good little fight there. Alright, guys, just a little update after that pike. You know what? It wasn't a huge pike. It wasn't tiny, but it did put up a pretty good fight, so I'm definitely not angry about that one. I've been fishing now for a couple hours. All I have is maybe another couple hours left, and then I gotta head out of here. I just want to get out here and make more content. Yeah, as you guys seen, I didn't catch anything at the Derby, but I did win something. I did win a random prize, which was an Abu Garcia ice fishing reel. I'm not sure. I didn't really look at it. I just went and picked it up and threw it in the back of my SUV. There was a lot of people in that Derby, and a lot of people didn't catch fish. As you guys seen in that previous video, nobody really caught much, and all the fish that I was marking, like, they were coming in. Like, don't get me wrong, I was getting some big marks come in. They were just cruising up, looked at my bait, went down. I literally tried to do the pause, because usually if you do like the 10-second pause after you're jigging, they'll just smash it. Or if you kind of make them chase it up, like you reel up slowly or lift slowly, sometimes they'll chase it, and you know, you gotta give them that split-second reaction. So if you're jigging for them and you see they're kind of finicky and you kind of go up a little bit quicker, it kind of gives them that second just to be like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep jigging for these guys, and we'll see if we can catch a few more, maybe a bigger one. I'm hoping to get a bigger one. I want to get, like, if I get in like the 30s, I'll be happy. If I'm in like the 30s, be nice to catch a 40, but I'm just not sure if they're really in here like that. But yeah, like I said, guys, quick little update. I'm gonna keep jigging here, and if we catch something else, we'll be back on the camera. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm outside. My tent is all set up because I'm pretty much out of time, but I'm gonna still jig here until the last few minutes I got.